Hello everyone and welcome back to another Cambridge Mathematics for O-Level Coursebook lecture. In our previous lecture we finished exercise number 1.1a. We finished all of the questions for this exercise. Today we're going to be continuing from the parts after exercise 1.1a. So that is units of measurements. So let's read aloud what this is. Units of measurements. We measure mass in metric units of milligrams, grams, or kilograms. To convert between units of mass, we use the fact that 1 gram equals to 1000 milligrams, 1 kilogram equals to 1000 grams, 1 ton equals to 1000 kilograms. We measure length in millimeters, centimeters, meters, or kilometers. To convert between units of length, we use the fact that 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeter, 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter, and 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meters. Okay, these over here are important when we want to use conversion. These will be important, so take a notebook and copy these down or memorize them because they will be useful for the maths we will be doing in today's lecture. Okay. We measure area in square units such as millimeter square, centimeter square, meter square, kilometer square. The way we convert between units of area is not the same way as we convert between units of length. The diagram of figure 1.1 shows that 1 centimeter cube is not equal to 10 millimeter cube. It shows that 1 centimeter cube is equals to 100 millimeter square. Figure 1.1, there are 100 millimeter square in 1 centimeter square. To convert between units of area, we use the fact that 1 centimeter square equals to 10 millimeter times 10 millimeter, which is equal to 100 millimeter square. 1 kilometer square equals to 1000 meter times 1000 meter, which is equals to 1 million meters square. 1 meter square equals to 100 centimeters times 100 centimeter equals to 10,000 centimeters square. Okay. We measure volume in cubic units such as millimeter cube, centimeter cube, meter cube, kilometer cube. To convert these units of volume, we use the fact that 1 centimeter cube equals to 10 millimeter times 10 millimeter times 10 millimeter. It's basically everything just multiplied by 3. That's why it's cube. Okay, these will be important, so copy them down in your notebook and memorize them because they will be important. Also, we have a tip over here. We use hectares, HA, to measure area. 1 hectare equals to 10,000 meters square. We usually measure the volume of liquids in milliliter and liter, where 1000 milliliter equals to 1 liter. Sorry, this is 1 liter. There, it looks better now. 1 milliliter equals to 1 centimeter cube. 1 liter equals to 1000 centimeter cube. 1000 liters equals to 1 meter cube. Okay. Worked example number 4. Wait, I'll be right back. A playground has an area of 0.006 kilometers square. Convert this into an area in meters square. So 1 kilometer equals to 1 million meters square. So 0.006 kilometers square equals to 0.006 times 1 million meters square, and 0.006 kilometers square equals to 6,000 meters square. Okay. Then for question number B, a postage stamp has an area of 450 millimeters square. Convert this area into centimeters square. So we know 100 millimeters square equals to 1 centimeter square. So 1 millimeter square equals to 1/100th of that in centimeters square. So 450 millimeters square equals to 450 multiplied that over here, which gives us an answer of 4.50 centimeters square. Now question number C says a swimming pool can hold up to 3,500 meter cube of water. Convert this volume of water 2 liters and write the number of answer in words. Okay. So 1 meter cube equals to 1000 liters, 3500 meter cube equals to 3500 times 1000 liters, which 3500 meter cube equals to 3,500,000 liters. And if you write this in words, you technically are writing this. So this is our answer. Okay. So the time on a clock or a watch can be expressed in a 12-hour clock notation or 24-hour clock notation. The table shows if the times given for a full 24-hour period using both notations. Okay. So this is pretty basic stuff. If you want, you can pause the video and memorize this. Okay. So 12-hour clock times between midnight and day are denoted as AM, and T meridian before midday. 12-hour clocks before midday and midnight are denoted as PM, post meridian after midday. To change AM times to 24-hour clock, place a 0 before the hour, replace the full stop with a colon, and remove AM. Okay, this is for 24-hour clock. And to change PM times to 24-hour clock, add 12 to the hours, replace the full stop with a colon, and remove PM. Units of time are not based on the numbers 10, 100, 1000, and so on. Instead, we have 60 seconds equals to 1 minute, 60 minutes equals to 1 hour, 24 hours equals to 1 day, 7 days equals to 1 week. Okay, pretty basic stuff. Because time is non-decimal, we must take care of converting times. The following chart can be used. So you could pause the video, memorize this if you want. I mean, this is important, so you should memorize. Okay. As examples, 17, 35 minutes. So we want to convert this. So 17 minutes and 0.35 times 60, of course, seconds, and then it will turn to 17 minutes and 21 seconds. Okay. Same thing goes for here. Okay. Now we must also take care when calculating with time, such as working out duration, how long something lasts. For example, a movie could start at 16-hour 45 minutes and finishes at 18-hour 45 minutes. There's a duration of 1 hour and 30 minutes. So here's how to calculate this. Here are the steps. So pause the video and take note of this. Now here's another fact. For those who have the DMS button on their calculator, you could use this button to directly calculate. So for this case, my calculator doesn't have, it depends on the model. Most calculators may or may not have this model, but either way, this line technically explains how to use the DMS button here. So yeah, that's it. So other calculators have this button. Let me check. Most probably my calculator does not have this button, but either way, I should search for it. It should have. And you can also use this button to calculate the time, date. So this is how it explains. You could technically pause the video and check this section out. But in this video, we won't focus on using calculator. Instead, we will focus on calculating like this in our future videos, unless in the question is stated to use a calculator. So what does work example number 5 say? When the local time in Baghdad is 11:30, the local time in New Delhi is 1400 hours. What is the local time in Baghdad when the local time in New Delhi is 23 hours 25 minutes? Okay, New Delhi is 2 hours 30 minutes ahead of Baghdad, and Baghdad is 2 hours 30 minutes behind New Delhi. We can calculate manually, or we can use a calculator. So as I said, we can either calculate like this or calculate like this. unless the question specifies if it's a calculator or non-calculator one. So after doing both of these, we get an answer of 8:55 p.m. or 20 hours 55 minutes. So the local time impacted is 20 hours 55 minutes or 8:55 p.m. Simple answer. Okay, let's move to question number 1b. This is conversion, and again, number 1 says not to use a calculator, so we should not use a calculator here. Just copy this into my whiteboard. Okay. So for this one, take out your pen and paper and start copying. So for 1A. Sorry if my handwriting's not good, so 5 kilograms kg into grams. So 1 kilogram represents 1,000 grams. 1,000 grams. So 5 kilograms So remember from the previous table that I just showed, I'm just going to copy it for the sake of this video. We had a table. Okay, this is the table that I was talking about. Now this should be more convenient for you guys to just copy this. Okay, I'm just going to keep this right here. So as I was saying, 1 kilogram represents 1,000 grams, so 5 kilograms represents here 5 times 1,000. Which gives us an answer of 5,000 grams. This was our answer for part A. Pause the video, take your time, understand the answer, and let's move on to the next question. So for 1B, convert 644 grams into kilogram. Okay. So we know that 1,000 grams represents 1 kilogram. So how much would 644 be in kilograms? So that would be 644 divided by 1,000. Divided by 1,000, okay. So that gives us an answer of 0.644 kilogram. Okay, this is our answer. Pause the video, take your time, understand the answer, and let's move on to the next question. So the next question is converting 97 milligrams into grams. Okay, so we know, I think 1000 milligrams represents 1000 milligrams represents 1 gram. So 97 divided by 1000, 1000 should give us an answer of 0.097 grams. Okay, this is the answer for 1C. Take your time, pause the video, understand the question and the answer, and let's move on to number D. So 1D asks us to convert 0.25 gram into milligram. So 1 gram represents 1000 milligrams. 1000 milligrams over here. Okay, so 0.25 times 1000 should give us an answer of 250 milligrams. Okay, so this is our answer for part D. Pause the video, take your time, understand the answer and question. Now let's move to the next question. Now the answer question here is convert 15 kilogram into tons. Into tons. Okay, so 1000 kilogram represents 1 ton. So 15 here would be 15 divided by 1000. Which would give us an answer of 0.015 tons. Nice. Okay, so that's all we have for question number 1. Pause the video, take your time, understand the answer and the question. Now let's move on to question number 2. keep this just in case. Again, question number 2 is non-calculator, so do not use a calculator for this question, please. It's for your own good. Okay, so 2A asks us to convert 4.7 kilometers into meters. Okay, so 1 kilometer represents 1,000 meters, so here is going to be 4.7 times 1,000. So it's going to be 4,700 meters. So this answers to question number 2A. Pause the video, take your time, understand the question and answer. Okay, let's move on to question number B. "36 meters into kilometers." So 1,000 meters represents 1 kilometer. Okay. So 36 meters will be 36 divided by 1,000. So the answer will be 0.036 kilometers. Okay, this is our answer for question number 2B. Let's move to the next question. So for question number 2C, convert 8.2 millimeters into centimeters. So we know 10 millimeters makes a centimeter. So 8.2 divided by 10 gives us 0.82 centimeters. Okay, this is our answer for 2C. Let's move to the next question. Now for question number 2D, 25.1 centimeters into millimeters. So 1 cm centimeter represents 10 millimeters. So for this one, it's going to be 25.1 times 10. Which gives us 251 millimeters. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So question number E says convert 7.8 centimeters into meters. So, 100 centimeters makes a meter. So it would be like 7.8 divided by 100. Which gives us an answer of 0. It gives us an answer of 0.078. Sorry, looks like another 0. .078 meters. There. That's our answer. Question number 2E. Let's move on to question number 2F. Now we have 0.0006 meters. Now that's a lot of zeros. Into centimeters. Okay. So we know 1 meter represents 1,000 centimeters. Oh, sorry, 100 centimeters, my bad. Okay. So now if we put 0.0006 times 100, that would give us an answer of 0.06. .06 centimeters. That's our answer for question number 2F. Let's move to our next question for this chapter. Okay, this is also a non-calculator one, so don't try using a calculator here. Okay, so the question says a playing card has an area of 1,800 millimeters square, and what is the area of the playing card? Okay, so area in centimeters square, so A in millimeters square is 1800. Area in centimeters square. (18 centimeters square). That is our answer for question number A. Now let's move to question number B. So from question A, in centimeter square equals to 18 centimeters square. So area in millimeters square, sorry, not area in millimeters square, 52 copies. So area for 52 cards equals to 18 times 52, which if you calculate, take a pen and paper, calculate it, it should give you an answer of 936, so we will write 936 centimeter square. So that was our answer for question number 3B. Thank you all of you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel because it will motivate me to upload more lectures like this in the future, and as well it supports our channel's goals and everything else. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this video and stay tuned for the next lecture. Until now, bye bye.